Instrument of Accession Overview. The Instrument of Accession IOA was signed by rulers Siams of 25 Kasi sovereign states with the Dominion of India between December 15, 1947 and March 19, 1948. It was formally accepted by Governor General C. Rajagopalachari on August 17, 1948. Key provisions of IOA. Ceded control over defense, external affairs, and communications to India, included an annex agreement preserving administrative ties with Assam, enabling unified legislation on shared matters while safeguarding tribal customs, land, forest, judiciary, excise, and autonomy. Standstill agreement details. Signed on July 16, 1947, some sources note August 9th, in Shillong between Assam's governor and Kasi chiefs. Maintained pre-independence administrative arrangements for 2 years from August 15, 1947, allowing time to negotiate future relations. Purpose and scope of standstill. Ensured continuity of services like communications and administration. Envisioned the Kasi Federation as an autonomous unit of Assam, subject to new agreements. Wycliffe Siam's background. Wycliffe Siam was Siam Kinna, deputy ruler of Hima Nongstoin, a key Kasi nationalist opposing merger with India, declaring Nongstoin sovereign on January 13, 1948. Siam's stance on accession. Strongly resisted IOA, viewing it as coercive. After Nongstoin's forced accession, he protested via letter to PM Jawaharlal Nehru on March 20, 1948, vowed never to return to Indian territory unless as a conqueror, fleeing to East Pakistan, modern-day Bangladesh. Nongstoin incident context. Hima Nongstoin was among initial dissenters refusing IOA. Indian forces detained ruler Sib Singh Siam to compel signature on March 19, 1948, amid reported arm twisting and takeover to prevent resistance. Aftermath of Nongstoin. Wycliffe's family confirms his exile vow. Incident symbolized resistance, but led to full Kasi integration under 6th schedule as United Kasi Jaintia Hills District in Assam. The IOA fiasco in modern times. The IOA and its implementation in HITO land is treated as a sensitive matter pertaining to its controversial history of coercive factors behind its enforcement in the HITO situation, despite repeated efforts by several organizations, including HITO, to bring forth dialogues between the government of India and concerned parties. Both the government of India and the Meghalaya government have yet to acknowledge the situation and to take measures to bring about a solution. HITO's stance on the matter. HITO, since its inception, has been advocating and demanding for the government and the concerned parties to address the matter and for the government to act in the essence of truth and justice, which the HITO people have so long ago longed for.